Good Monday morning, Southwest Arkansas. Welcome back, Southwest Arkansas weather. We got a lot to talk about today with today's severe weather outlook for today. The tornado threat is increasing. The severe weather threat is at an enhanced risk, a 3 out of 5 on the severe weather scale, and we'll show you that all here in just a minute. But starting out, bear with me as we go throughout the day today. I am dealing with a bit of a cough and some or just stuffiness, so just bear with me as we go throughout the video vlog and just throughout today in general. We'll be here ready to track any severe storms that come out later. Whenever we get a little closer to the time, we'll put out that live nonstop radar coverage here over on YouTube. But starting off with currently what we're seeing as of 10:40 this morning, we do have a storm up here near the Mena area that's going to be moving into portions of southwest Arkansas here shortly. That trend's probably going to continue as we go throughout the day today. And if you look off over here in Oklahoma, these storms are already going tornado warned across the area out here in the Oklahoma area. And once again, we are in for a interesting day. I do think the tornado threat has increased across our coverage area for some areas, and we'll show you that here just shortly. But right now, we're going to continue to watch these storms closely, but we'll talk about that here more in just a minute on what we could potentially see with that here as we go throughout the day. So taking a look at your severe weather risk outlook here for today, you see they're starting off with the green colored area farthest to the east over there near El Dorado. That is a marginal risk, which is a very low end severe weather threat. That's for El Dorado, Magnolia, Camden, Sheridan areas. Your severe weather threat's a little on the lower end. Still doesn't mean that you can't see severe weather. Your threat's just lower than what we see in the slight and enhanced risk. Once again, as we go to the yellow colored area, which that is the slight risk, as you can see up there, that is a 2 out of 5 on the severe weather scale, and it includes the Hot Springs, Arkadelphia, Hope, Texarkana, Nashville, Murfreesboro, Glenwood areas there, and that is a 2 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. Your severe weather threat increases some as well. If you got a risk for severe weather, just know that you need to stay weather aware. Once again, it just means that threat's just a little lower, but it still means stay weather aware. Then you've got the enhanced risk, which is that orange color area there, which is a 3 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. That's more of your medium end severe weather threat. This is where you start to get like, hey, okay, you need to pay attention if you're in any of these severe weather risks, but this is really when you need to start paying even closer attention to this. This goes for, you could really put Mount Ida in either area, but Mount Ida, Mena, Derricks, Umpire, DeQueen, Foreman areas there, or Sevier County areas there, that is your 3 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. The tornado threat, we're going to take a look at this here a little more closer here. This is the SPC tornado outlook. So once again, as you can see over there, starting off with the 2%, that green colored area, that's your very low end tornado threat. But still, like we said, stay weather aware. You still have that potential for some tornadoes. It's not as high as what you got further west, but it's still there. Then once again, that brown colored area, which is for the Arkadelphia, Hot Springs, Hope, Glenwood, Murfreesboro, Texarkana areas there, Ashdown areas, you have that 5% low chance, but that's still there. It's still a chance. You need to take it serious. Then we have the 10% chance medium, which is for Mount Ida, Mena, Derricks, that enhanced risk area, DeQueen, Foreman, that 10% yellow colored area. You also see those little white dash marks and black line there. What this means is that area has the potential to see the National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center said, hey, this area could potentially or has the potential to see a stronger tornado or two. What that means is a tornado higher than EF2 or greater could be on the table there as well. A few strong tornadoes could be possible across eastern Oklahoma and into far western and northwestern Arkansas here as well. So once again, the tornado threat is going to be what we're going to really be focusing on. But the damaging wind threat is also high there. You see that 30% high colored red colored area there for basically where that enhanced risk is at. And then you see that 15% chance and then that 5% chance just a little further out there. The hail threat is on the lower end of this today. I'm not really too. There's still a hail threat there, but it's not as high as the tornado and damaging wind threat. I think the tornado threat is going to be what we focus on the majority of this event here, and we'll talk more about this here in just a moment when we get to the model guidance and more there as well here in just a few moments. But once again, just be prepared for a long day today, potentially, as we go into this afternoon and evening. That hail threat is there as well. We're also watching a flash flooding threat. We do have flood watches in place for Polk, Montgomery, Howard, and Sevier County areas there. Just remember that there's a chance for some flash flooding, as well as heavy rain will be possible across the area. So real quickly, going back and taking a look at the chance for severe weather. First, I want to show you what this data is showing for instability, the potential for instability. This is CAPE, or instability. And what you see here is this has at 10 a.m. and it looks like a Christmas tree with all the different colors. But what this is showing off over here in eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas, we have enough of this CAPE, or instability, or energy for storms to develop. You're talking anywhere between 1,000 to almost 2,000 joules of CAPE in some areas. And once again, this means that there's energy available for these storms as they come into our area. Now, when we put this in motion, we see here that this trend is going to continue throughout the day and potentially increase. This is some new data here, and it's showing that, hey, there's going to be enough instability today to get storms. Now, as we go into the overnight hour or this evening, it starts to decrease, but you still have enough there to get you some storms. Now, once again, this is getting a little closer to 11 p.m. There's still some instability there, and then as that line moves through, that starts to decrease. So let's show you what we're seeing with this composite reflectivity. Now, once again, this is model guidance. This isn't perfect. This basically helps give you the best general idea for what you could see going forward throughout the day. With these storms today, you're going to have to watch any of these storms that get off ahead of the main line of storms. You'll see this here in just a minute. As we head throughout the day today, you see the 11 a.m. time frame. We'll have to watch. See here, back off over here, you start to see this line of storms in northeast, in North Texas and southern Oklahoma here, and you'll have to watch. We'll have to watch all these little storms that are off by themselves as we go throughout the day today. You just have to watch for that potential for those storms that get going up ahead of get going ahead of the front, is what I was trying to say there. But as you see, we continue to go forward into this evening. If you look back off over here in Oklahoma, here comes that line of storms. And as this continues to move east, you can see here it starts to slow down some, but this is really, you're still going to have to monitor a small or a tornado threat with this line of storms as well, and a damaging wind threat as we go into this evening and overnight hours. So we're really watching this afternoon for that chance for any of those storms that can get going by themselves, and if they can, that's when you're going to have to watch for that severe weather potential there as well. And then this line of storms comes through that could also have a small tornado threat with it and a damaging wind threat with this. As you see here, this line of storms looks to move through the area here by at least near the overnight hours, and continues to start to decrease some. There's still severe weather potential off over here in the Union County area. It's a very low end threat, but it still continues at least throughout that time frame, and that is as far as that data goes. So let me put this back over here and show you. So as we continue to move forward into that time frame, into that overnight time frame, as you go further to the east, that line starts to slowly diminish. But we'll continue to watch that closely. But your election day forecast looks to have a bunch of rain behind that as well there for your area. So we're going to have to be watching really throughout this afternoon for any storms that can get going by themselves, and if they can, they may be able to tap into that potential for a tornado threat there. And then we'll have to watch that line as we go into the overnight hours for that. There's still going to be a tornado threat with that line as well. And then we'll have to watch for, flash flooding potential and a damaging wind event. Maybe a large hail chance, but it's really going to be mainly tornado threat, damaging wind event here today for this. Now, once again, I do want to pull up something here. This is the National Weather Service blend of models to show you what potential rainfall amounts could still be on the table here as we move forward. Some data continues to show some heavier rain here, and some, shows different things. But really, as we go throughout Tuesday, you can see here, this is at Wednesday, or well, let me move this graphic down some. You can see there Wednesday, November the 6th at 12 a.m. They're still showing, hey, there still could be another possibility of up to at least 1.5 inches across the coverage area, and maybe even up to 2 to 3 inches of rain in some areas there. Now, there is some data that shows some heavier amounts. If we take a look at the NAM, we'll see what this is showing as we go throughout this time frame. This shows a little less, but the general idea is there's a decent amount of rainfall there for the area, for across the area as well. So not only do we have to watch all the severe weather potential, you also have to watch for that heavy rain or flash flooding potential there as well. But once again, major takeaways from this: stay weather aware this evening, have multiple ways to receive warnings, and just know what to do in case a warning is issued. Definitely for that Mena, northwestern Arkansas area, DeQueen area, that tornado threat is the highest there. Now, I'm not saying outside of that you're good. You have to watch for that severe threat as well. It's just highest over that Mena, DeQueen, Derricks area, but you still have those chances as well. I want to get that across. We're going to be focusing probably a lot on that Mena, DeQueen area, but elsewhere you still have that chance to see some severe weather today. That's something to get across there. Now, as you go further east, it decreases, but it's still there, and you still got to pay attention to that. And as always, we'll continue to watch these storms closely. Once again, this could be a very interesting day. Now, once again, we'll have to watch and see. The best, hopefully, I always say this all the time, and we have a bunch of new followers and subscribers. You'll never see me be mad that that a event busted. I'd rather have a severe weather event bust than it actually do what it has the potential to do. I'd rather see that 100% of the time. And once again, you always have that potential for those to do that, but just remember that potential is there for to see a decent tornado threat today, a decent damaging wind threat with this as we go throughout this afternoon and into this evening. So stay weather aware, have multiple ways to receive warnings, know what to do in case a warning is issued, and just be prepared. And as always, we'll be here ready to cover storms as long as we got power, and as long as we don't have to take cover here ourselves. We'll be here ready to track these storms for you. Once again, as we get a little closer to this afternoon, we'll start to post the nonstop live severe weather coverage here on YouTube. And as always, for our friends over on Facebook, we'll be ready to go live over there in case there's any warnings that we feel the need to jump in, or any storms that we feel the need to track personally, like we're doing right here with the face cam and talking about it. But as always, we'll continue to keep you updated right here with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather. Big thanks to Palmer's Roofing, J&S Auto Supply, Terry's Place, Fort Smith Therapy, and Tan Energy and Nutrition. And as always, have a good rest of your Monday. Stay weather aware and have a great rest of your day.